Hello, my name is Michelle. Today is August the 2nd. I don't think I've posted a video in quite a while, so I figured I would do it now. Anyhow, I hope your day is going well. So far mine is good. I'm off today. I'm at home relaxing. And I've been having, I've been having something in my heart telling me that I need to talk about experiences that have happened to me and let everybody know. I've had so many people around this year that I've known that have passed away that I love dearly. And it's just like a reminder call to me to tell everybody about Jesus and God. And they are real, whether you believe it or not. I just want to tell you my experiences and things that have happened. I know things on earth are good and bad both, but I always try to help people. That's always been my calling since birth. And I helped my parents first. And I just kept going. I'm not perfect by any means, but I try to live my best and to do my best and show my girls and my grandchildren. So anyhow, I would like to tell you all about my experiences. If you know me, go ahead and talk to me. I'll tell you about it. And also to tell you, I have had brain surgery in the past, and I had a mini stroke like 5 years ago. And sometimes I repeat things, or I don't remember things. Like some things I might not remember about yesterday, but I do remember things that have happened to me. And I'm not exaggerating one bit. My family even knows this too. So anyhow, I just want to tell you, I am telling you, not for fame or nothing, that Jesus and God are true. Everything you've heard about is true. No matter what you think, I'm telling you it's true. So anyhow, let me tell you about my experiences. And you'll see exactly why I always try to keep positive and try and keep a smile on my face, because negativity doesn't help one bit. Not in my life. I'm just happy to be alive. So anyhow, the first experience was in 2008. It was January 28, 2008. I had to go get my gallbladder out. And I had a lot of gallstones. And my daughter Cynthia turned 14 on the 26th. I was supposed to get out like the next day and be done with it and go home. That was far from what happened to me. I went in like normal and told my girls I loved them and stuff, and I figured I'd be home the next day to hang out with them, but it didn't happen. I went into surgery and I didn't know what was going on, but I woke up and I was in so much pain. I know they took out my gallbladder, yeah, but it was different. I think my mom and sister said the surgery took like 4 hours or more. It should have been only like 2 hours. Something was wrong. So I got out later and I was still sore. I spent the next 7 days at Henry County Hospital trying to recover. It was awful. I hated it. I would always call my mom and dad and tell them they need to get me out, something was wrong. I know that the surgeon cut into my bile duct and gallstones got in there. So I think I had to go to Toledo and then they had to take them out and then I had to come right back to Henry County. Anyhow, the next 7 days or so, I was hurting bad. I could barely breathe right. It was hard to get up, to move. And the nurses would just say, "Oh, you've had 3 kids. You should be able to get up and do it. It's about the same as this." No, it was different. It was hard to get up. It was hard to eat. It was hard to do anything. When I went to the bathroom, it looked like I, not to be gross, but peed blood, but it was just red. It was awful. Let's see. I also gained like 50 pounds within a week. And it hurt to lay down. I think I felt better when I sat up in the chair. And I knew something was wrong. Just something in my head was telling me, you got to get out of here. And I remember calling. I waited up till Dad got off work. It was like 12. And the nurses wanted me to come, or to lay down soon, but I didn't want to. I wanted to wait till my dad got off work. And they didn't want to give me oxygen. They didn't really want to do nothing. Percocet wasn't helping. Nothing was helping. I was so miserable. I called my dad, and then I got Mom on the phone, and I remember telling her, I'm like, something is wrong. We need to get me out of this hospital or I'm going to die. Something's wrong. I was crying, and I think my side hurt or something. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do nothing, so I had to tell my sister Kelly to come and help me out because the nurses were awful. So she came and helped me out. She tried to rub my side or something so I could try and get to sleep. I think we slept maybe 30 minutes. And then somebody come in my room. And then, I don't know, I think I was getting some tests done. Finally, it was the 8th day. They finally listened and they got ready to send me to Toledo. I was in bad shape. I think my girls were in school or something. And if I remember right, I think they were taking me about 2:30 or so. My family members were in there and they were saying a prayer for me. They had to put me on a gurney, but they couldn't buckle it because I had gained so much weight. So they put me on there, and I remember what happened after this. They put me on. I remember the ride to Toledo. I think I felt like I was going in and out of consciousness. Anyhow, as I was leaving, I could hear Jesus telling me to breathe the air in. That was his breath, to breathe in, because I could barely breathe. So I did. And I was praying the whole way there to help me out. I was praying that when I got there, that it would drop everything and help me out, because I was not feeling good whatsoever. And that's what happened when I got to the hospital. Right away. They came and got me. Things were kind of blurry in and out of that. I know that my mom and my sister came, but they left because I don't think they knew it was that bad. But anyhow, for the whole night or something, I swear I was in and out of consciousness. I was I don't remember too much. I just remember falling asleep, waking up, and having like two nurses keep talking to me about my girls, asking me their ages and stuff, trying to keep me going. And then I go to a different place where they're taking tests, one after the other, waking up, going to sleep. Any tests that I got done, anywhere I was, I looked up to the right, and there was Jesus. Any room I was at, he was in there, telling me I was gonna be okay. There was some machine where I had to go in and you couldn't breathe for a minute. You had to hold your breath and you could breathe. He was telling me what to do because I was so out of it. I got the test done. I don't remember too much after that. I can remember being in a room and I think I was getting too hot, like I was gonna get sick. And February 5th, they decided to do something finally. I got to go get emergency surgery done because I gained all that weight and it was on my heart and stuff. Everything was backing up. I was really out of it. So they got me ready to do the surgery. And then I remember them giving me anesthesia, so you go to sleep. And I can remember when they, I remember looking up at the light or whatever it is, and I think I had to count backwards, and then I was out. And from here on out is everything changed. Everything went crazy. People would probably say I was hallucinating, but I wasn't. I went to heaven. I did see it. I did see a lot. I was out. I don't remember how long that surgery took, but this is where everything changed. I had visions, I had messages, I had everything told to me, and let me just tell you, I'm going to tell you everything that happened, but everything that occurred that I was told, it came true. All of it. And here we are in 2023. That ought to kind of creep you out, but I'm not kidding. So here, I want to tell you what happened. So, it wasn't a dream, because I don't remember my dreams. It was not a dream. This was really happening. So, I was out, and when I woke back, like when you think you're waking back up, I was like, I'm not in my body. My cousin Kevin, he was my closest cousin. He was right there. Excuse me. And he looked like when he was here on earth. He passed away when I was 18 and he would be 30. So he was there and he was telling me that I had to stay with him, that everything was going to be okay. And he kept telling me to tell my mom, which was his Aunt Lou, that she was going to be okay. She was going to have a test soon and everything would be okay. It's going to be alright. I didn't know what he was talking about, but Mom had cancer and was going to have a test soon, but I didn't know this. So he was telling me that she was going to be okay. So then I had to stay with him, and I ended up seeing other family members as I'm there. I'm trying to remember everything. I saw Mamaw Clayton and, or Papaw Clayton and Mamaw Janice. Sorry. They were there. They said to tell Mom that she was going to be okay. Don't worry. And I was going to be alright. I saw my Uncle Clell. He looked just like he did before he passed away. I mean, he looked really good. He was wearing a flannel shirt like he usually did. It was like green or something. I don't remember all the colors, but... and jeans. He looked really nice. And he told me to tell Mom that she was going to be alright. And he said I was going to be okay. Just hold on. Also, while I'm doing this stuff, I wasn't aware of this, but they were calling my family and telling them that I might not make it because I died 3 times. They had baby Kelly. She was like in kindergarten. They made her write a note to bring to me, like when I woke up, because I might not make it. And I somewhere, I still have the letter. Somewhere I have it here in the house when she wrote. Anyhow, back to my story here. I even saw a relative that I didn't know. Like I saw my Aunt Marlene's twin that passed away that I didn't even know. I saw her in the background. I saw a Papaw Corb. He looked good too, and he told me to tell Mom that he was very proud of the woman she became, and please tell her that she's doing a good job, and that she's gonna be okay when they do her test. She had some lump or something that was big, but it was gonna go down, is what they said. I didn't know what they were talking about. And then I asked where Grandma was, and he said she was taking care of Mom and Dad's babies that they had miscarriages before I come along. She was taking care of them because I didn't see her, but that's where she was. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, the next part was kind of creepy. I remember this now. So I'm there, and I could hear, or I could see my grandpa, Clarence. He was there too. Well, he wasn't in the same place, but he was talking in my ear. I could hear what he was telling me. And he kept apologizing. He kept telling me that I needed to tell Dad a message when I was back okay. He told me to tell Dad that he was very proud of the man he's become. He's very sorry for everything he did to him. He just kept repeating himself over and over, and I'm telling you, for me, he wasn't in heaven. He's different place. He's down below. I could tell. But he kept apologizing. So then I got that, and if I remember right, the next thing was that there was 14 angels. I didn't see it, but I could hear them in my ears over and over on both sides. I didn't know what they're talking about. There were 14 angels, and I didn't know what they're talking about, and they said that my brother-in-law, which is now my ex-brother-in-law, he was on the road, and he prayed for me, so they come to watch over me. But I knew he was on the road, and I said, I'm going to be okay. You need to go back to him and watch over him. So then they said they would leave, so they left then. And you'll feel creepy when I tell you the rest soon, but yeah. So then I think that's all the people that I saw that I can recall. And then I got a message from God. He was talking to me. I didn't see him, but I heard him. And he told me that he was showing me visions in my head. And then he had a message for me to tell my sister Kelly, because she was not very good. She was depressed and stuff. He was showing me vision. No, I was praying that I was gonna go back because I had to take care of my kids, because I knew that the dad couldn't take care of them like I could take care of them. I wasn't being mean, I was just being truthful. And I don't think we had any papers drawn up just in case something happened to either one of us, so I wanted to get back. So that's what I kept praying for. He told me I would go back, but he was showing me visions of stuff. He was showing me visions of the girls, like different stuff, doing homework and things like that. Little tiny visions that I had to come back. I could see it all. But he did tell me that I was gonna come back and I was gonna be okay. Everything was gonna be okay. And he told me to tell my sister a message. He told me to tell her not to give up, to believe in him, and everything will be okay. Because I think she wanted to get a divorce. She was right in the middle of all that, and she was just sad, and her health wasn't the best, and she was overweight, and she just wasn't happy at all. And he told me to tell her to believe, and the one thing that she wants the most in life she will have. And in my head I was thinking she's always wanted a baby the most. That was what she wanted the most, and she wanted a divorce and stuff. But think back then, you didn't think of anything like that. I just knew I had to tell her the message. And he told me that I was going to be okay and everything was going to be good. So then, next thing you know, I woke up. Of course I was sore in that, but I woke up. And also, yes, I forgot. They took out like 9 2-liter bottles of fluid, if I remember right. That's why I had all that weight, because all that water was backing up, because they punctured my bile duct, and I had a partially collapsed right lung. That would be why I couldn't breathe. and I had pancreatitis on top of all this. That's exactly what was wrong with me. And I was in the hospital in Toledo like the day before my birthday. So I was there like 3 weeks. Recovering. Finally getting better. And then I think when I come home I still had to be on IVs and stuff at Mom's, if I remember right. Yeah. Okay, so anyways. So I remember all the visions and that. And so when I had like Mom and Dad or Kelly, I was telling them all this stuff. I was telling Mom, I'm like, I was like, Grandpa Clarence, he's not up there. I just had this feeling he's not there. He's somewhere else. He's down. I was telling her it was like, sadness. It was different. And I told him about Kevin being there the whole time. And I kept telling Mom that everybody there said that she was going to be okay. Don't worry, that the lump or something that she had would go down, that you're going to have a test. And I didn't know what they were talking about. And then I told my sister about the 14 angels coming to me and talking to me. And then I said I sent him back to Jim. And she started to cry almost. And I go, what's wrong? And she said, he had 14 angels or something that he prays all the time for. And so he prayed to bring him to me. And then I said to send him back to him. And he ended up getting in a semi-accident or something. But he was okay. So that was kind of weird. And then, like about, I think a week or so later, Mom went to get to the hospital, get tested. And whatever lump she had went down. So they were all right. It went down. And mind you, she had cancer and she lasted 5 years. That's the longest I think anybody lasted with what she had. So they were right. And I don't know, the visions that I saw way back then, like as the years went by, little tiny vision, it happened. Because I've seen it in my girls. Everything's happened. Yes. And my sister, yeah. Okay, so she got a divorce. Later on, she met Dave, and they have Joey and Libby. And then in 2018, she finally had her baby girl, Grace. Remember, the doctors always told her she would never ever have kids, and she lost a lot of weight. And after she did that, she got pregnant. So tell me that he's not real, because that was what they told me. The one thing she wanted most, that would happen. So that all happened. Everything happened. It's so cool. After all this time, we're in 2023, and I can tell you all that happened. Yes. And I think the last of the visions that I had for myself are coming true too. Because I hope that I would be more happy and my health would be better, and I would find love. Well, I did. I am now. I found more love within myself, and I've lost a lot of weight, so that's for my visions. So everything did come true. And also in 2012, I had to have brain surgery, and I don't think you can see it too much anymore because my hair is growing back, but over here you could see it. I had the missing temporal bones in my ear. They were gone, and I had a missing piece of skull, and my brain was coming out, which was making me dizzy and passing out all the time and not doing my job right. And it took a long time for them to figure it out. Nothing would help. I had migraines. Finally, I had the brain surgery, and I proved everybody wrong. They didn't think I was going to be able to work. Wrong. I did. This coming Saturday, I will be at Circle K for 9 years. That's the longest I've had for a job since I had my brain surgery. Thank you very much, Lord. That shows you that you can do it. And also, 5 years ago, I had a mini stroke. And I didn't know anything was wrong with my heart. That's how we figured out something was wrong with my heart. Mini stroke. It affected my memory. I had to go to a speech therapist to help me remember stuff. I was off work for about a week. No, I meant a month, not a week. A month to get myself together, and then I went back like nothing. Now it's like nothing happened. I'm back to normal. Everything's good. I went through that, and then, okay, we did that. We figured out I have AFib. My heart wasn't pumping right, so last October, I had to get a pacemaker defibrillator, and I was afraid of that. And you can see the scar right there. Yes. And I was afraid of that last year, and I thought it was going to affect me bad, but no. It's actually helped me. And I've lost like 80 pounds in a year. I'm trying to keep it together. You go up and down, but hey, I'm still good. I'm living proof that he's real. Some people say he is, some people say he's not, but he is, because I've been there and back. Everything that's happened. Any questions, reach me. Talk to my family. I'm right here. But heaven is real. I can't wait to see Mom and Dad someday from there, and everybody else. Anyways, that's my life. I love you all. Have a good day.